that the most precious resource we have is time. Welcome everyone to the Indian Geography lecture series. Now we'll move forward to the Godavari river system. Godavari, it's a peninsular river. It flows from the Deccan Plateau from the western to the eastern Ghats. The river flows in the southeast direction from the south central India states. And we'll see how the left bank and the right bank tributaries of the Godavari are. The left bank tributaries of the Godavari are more than the right bank tributaries. Let's see that how the trajectory of the Godavari river system is, and then we'll see the PYQs also. Okay, so from where the Godavari originates? It originates from where? It originates from Trimbakeshwar. So this is the area. This is the area from where it originates, which is Nasik. It is Nasik. Lot of times it is also important to note in which area the river is originating. Origination is important, and also the draining is very, very important. The other thing which is important is in which of the following states the Godavari river has the basin and where it flows. So please take care of these factual points, because a lot of times one of the option could be from one of them. So it originates from Trimbakeshwar, okay, and where it is in Nasik, where? In Maharashtra. There are the important other halts which are Patan, Nanded and Basar. These are the other halts which are important, but the most important point is the origination. So please take care of origination, from where it's originate and drains into the Bay of Bengal. Next, we are just having the discussion of this only, that Ganga is a perennial river and Godavari river. Why I have mentioned this point? This point is important because a lot of times in mains, the question has been asked, the difference between the Himalayan rivers and the peninsular river. In that way, you should know the characteristics of both the Himalayan rivers and the peninsular river. Therefore, please focus on this, not only in the mains, from the prelims point of view, this statement is very, very important. So make sure you know the differences, at least 5 and 4 differences among both of them, right? So Godavari originates from Trimbakeshwar, discussed already. Now next what? It originates in Western Ghat region, very, very important. It originates in Western Ghats region, right? This is important that it's originating in Trimbakeshwar. But the statement, if they throw a statement like this, that it originates in Western Ghat, so you have to be very, very particular about that too, right? Next is the tributaries. This is the trajectory that we are discussing. This is the trajectory we are discussing, right? It's originating from here, going from Maharashtra, and also in some parts of Andhra Pradesh and in Chhattisgarh also, and where? In some parts of MP and Odisha. So this is very, very important that you know these states as well, right? Please do one thing, take the PYQs of Godavari, and then you will realize that how these important junctions are, right? So please take care of this. Apart from that, we'll see the Godavari tributary, right? So they have more left bank tributary than the right bank tributary, right? I've shown you that how you have to develop the what? You have to develop the idea of which is the left bank and the right bank. You don't have to get confused. Next we have what? We have Penganga is a left bank, right? Here we are discussing about left bank. Particularly I am talking about the left bank right now. This is Penganga, this is Wardha, Venganga, Indravati, right? These are the rivers which are the left bank. When I talk about the right bank tributary, they are lesser than the left bank. Please remember, which is Manjera, Manyar, and it drains into where? Bay of Bengal. repetition of the same thing but in a different way. Why? Because there are some of the very, very important points in the tributary as well that you have to take care of. What is that? The one is the Wardha, right? Wardha and Venganga. Can you see that Wardha and Venganga are meeting each other at this point? Can you see that Wardha and Venganga are meeting at this point and forming what? It is forming Pranhita. It is forming this Pranhita. Important, right? It is forming Pranhita. When which two rivers, which two tributaries? Wardha and Venganga. They are meeting together and forming what? Forming Pranhita. And this is Penganga, Indravati, Sabari and Seleru. The right bank is, this is right bank we are discussing here. Manjara, right? And then draining here. Seleru has important reservoirs that we will discuss, and important dams also here in the Godavari river system. Okay, make sure that you know all the important tributaries, left bank, right bank, and also you can apply the tricks as well. If you have your own tricks, then that's wonderful. But please make sure that please have some tricks so that you can learn these tributaries and apply them in the area which is Bali Mela. Bali Mela is important reservoir on the Seleru river. Where it is? It is in Odisha. Okay. Now you can have look at the map. This is the same map, but still in a different way you can analyze that how the Godavari is coming from here and also flowing in the different parts and making the basin. Basins are also very, very important, not only the flow of the river, the basin in which the river is in different parts in different countries and how it is draining. So please have a look at the Godavari map today so that you can have the better clarity. Right? So we are ending the Godavari river system with a beautiful quote given by the Steve Jobs. Who doesn't know Steve Jobs? And if you don't know him, Google about him. So what he said that the most precious resource we have is time. So I hope you're using your time judicially and also making the best use of it. I hope to see you in the next lecture with full enthusiasm, and I hope you find this lecture very, very informative. Thank you.